All right, guys, today I'm going to talk to you about these Vever gas cans that I got here. And I've been so sick of buying the plastic gas cans. If maybe you're like me, you decided you're tired of that. I'm just tired of plastic ones. They just crack on the handle. So what they would do is I don't have any more of them. I threw them all away because they really just start. It's such a pain because I got these now. And the handle on the top where you pick it up cracks right in the middle. I mean, you could plastic weld it or whatever, but what a pain. You know, I'm so sick of those. And they have these terrible spouts like this Harbor Freight one does, where you push down here and you pour the gas in. Almost always they leak. And, you know, these things, and then they break. I got another one that's broken. So yeah, I don't know where it is, but the top part, the red part right here, breaks off, and then it starts to, you know, when you pour it, it goes bloop 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 bloop, and, you know, makes a mess, and takes forever to empty a gas can. It takes a long time to empty one of these things. Really a pain. Okay, or you can go back to the old jerry can if you have one of these. You know, the old jerry cans. You know, these were great, okay, except for the problem with them is you have to unscrew this thing, and you almost have to hammer on that thing and then unscrew it. It takes a bit of time. Then you screw on the spout, and the spout seems to leak. The spouts that they had back in the old days were multiple parts, and the spout would leak a little bit, and it would glug when you're filling, you know, something. So it made a mess of gas. You know, these old jerry cans were really nice and sturdy and strong, but the problem with them was always the glugging and all that other stuff. So what these are is kind of a happy medium. Now they have another brand of these that, you know, they're better quality or whatever, but they're like 70 or 80 bucks a piece. Who can spend that kind of money? I can't. So these ones are about, I mean, in the neighborhood of half that. So they have some pretty good features. So check this out. So this thing here can lock in really nice and easy. Locks in place. You got this thing here, if you can see the sides, it hooks in like that. And then look at that, it's sealed completely. Sealed, been on there for a while, really well sealed, and real easy to open. Okay, number one, it's so easy. I don't have to unscrew the stupid thing and all that stuff. So like I said, there's ones out there that are continuously welded. There's another brand, I don't know what it is, you know, and it's supposed to be better and all that. Maybe it is, fine. But I mean, it depends on what you're using it for. If you're using it on a Jeep, you're going through the mountains, you might want to spend 70 or 80 bucks on a gas can. But if you're just using it at your house, you know, versus you're just so tired of those crap plastic ones, and you just want a metal gas can like the old days, right? These are great for that. And you see here inside, you have this hose that goes down there, right? And what that does is that eliminates that glugging when you're putting the gas in. So when you pour with this, so let's put a spout, so it comes with a spout like this, and you just put the spout on like such here. You can even probably do it one-handed, look at that. And then you just push this down like that, creates a nice seal. Okay, so now you have a really nice seal, and you've eliminated the glugging. This thing empties really quickly. I mean, I used to use these things here, which are great, a good thing to have as well. I don't know if they have them on Vever website. I'll check and see if they do. They may have them even cheaper than Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight has this type of thing, but theirs doesn't have an auto shut off. This one does, and these are a little more expensive. the auto shut off one, but the problem is the batteries are smaller, so it doesn't pump quite as quickly, or the batteries don't last as long. They're AA batteries, but it lasts quite a long time. And I use these with my Harbor Freight ones to pump the gas out of the can. With these, you don't need to do that because it pours really nice, evenly, and quickly. So it kind of solves all the problems of your gas can issues. So again, I went ahead and got these. I've got links in the description for these from Vever. They're priced accordingly. They're priced about the same price as the Harbor Freight. I think the shipping is free. I'm sure it is. And they're better quality than the Harbor Freight cheap one. That's what this one is. The Harbor Freight, I guess they're made of aluminum. These are made out of steel. Advantages, disadvantages, I don't really know. I would prefer personally having the steel ones because the aluminum ones come with this terrible spout and they glug really badly if you don't use that little spout thing on the end, and those spout things break. So I end up using this pump to pump it out. So I'm still using those, of course. You know what I do is I go to the gas station in one of my buses and I'll fill up these 2 gas cans, and I have 2 of those Harbor Freight ones, and I'll fill them up. In fact, you know, so I have 4 gas cans. So when I'm going down there to fill up, I only spend 1 car to go fill up 4 cars. So I'll fill up all 4 gas cans, and I'll fill up all my cars at the same time with 1 trip to the gas station for my classics. So yeah, it saves me money on driving back and forth, and time driving back and forth to pick up gas for the cars. So again, so I'll use this one here. These ones here pour really nice. You don't need to use the pump. In fact, the pump will not fit in the hole. You don't need it. Just so you know, if you got one of these, it won't fit in there. Okay, so that's a little bit of an issue sometimes if you want to pump the fuel, but again, you can pump it very easily just by pouring it on this gas can versus the other one, the Harbor Freight ones. Pouring it was a chore. It would you just hanging out, standing there with the gas can in your hand forever. This thing pours very quickly because of that straw that goes down in there. So they solved a lot of problems with these. I think they're a pretty good deal. If you're looking for something like that, this might help you. I'll talk to you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.